At its most fundamental, a strong employer brand helps organizations attract the right kind of workers that it needs to reach its business targets, and also, in a way, repel the kind of talent that it doesn't need or doesn't fit with its culture, so that it can, again, achieve its business targets. And that's where an employer value proposition comes into play. It's almost the North Star for any employer branding program. And it's tied into basically the who you are as an organization, being able to outline what that is very clearly at the leadership level, at the staff level, so that everything that goes out into the market, whether it's social media or press releases or really anything that's consumer facing, job candidate facing, speaks to who you want to be as an organization. And companies nowadays fall into the trap of thinking that, okay, XYZ company is successful and they offer ABC, and so we've got to match that as well. What employer value proposition development allows you to do is say, okay, here's who we are as an organization and this is who we want to be. What are the codes? What are the attributes? What are the things that we know individuals who excel at a place like ours are attracted to? And then you can go to the market with those brand codes. It's okay to be an organization that values balance and wants to portray an image of 20 hours a week and incredible, loads of time off. And it's also okay to be the other side of the equation, which is, the expectation being 60, 70, 80 hours a week, and then work hard, play hard organization. It doesn't matter what kind of an organization you are. The key to a great employer brand, and then to understanding your EVP is to make sure that you're being honest about what you present to the market. And so when you come up with an EVP, you're getting a current state of what do leadership want your organization to be? What do the employees currently want your organization to be? And what do current job candidates view the organization as? Once you get a real nice look at what your organization's current state is when it comes to what the value proposition is, then you can start to work on okay, here are the long-term goals, here are the short-term goals of who we want to be. So that's, in a nutshell, what employer value proposition development is. And it's important because your EVP serves as the North Star for everything that happens at the employer brand level. So if you're going to the market and saying, we're all about balance, we work 30 hours a week and you get all your Fridays off, and you're making those kinds of decisions or doing that kind of messaging because you see other companies do it, but that's not an honest representation of what it is to work at your organization. What happens is a spiraling effect. You start to see negative reviews on Glassdoor. You start to see negativity around the media as it pertains to your company. So it's all about really understanding your current state, where you want to go, and then just being honest with the marketplace about that. Any kind of organization can be made to look great and is an attractive place to work for certain pools of talent. There is a pool of talent that is willing to work incredibly hard, incredibly long hours, as long as you have the infrastructure in place to reward that kind of a worker. There's also individuals who value flexibility and they want a 30-hour work week or they want a 25-hour work week. And it's okay as well, because there is a pool of talent that wants that too. And it's just about making sure that you have the infrastructures in place and the understanding all across your org chart of who your organization is, what the image is that you want to portray, what your proposition is to the talent market to make sure that you're attracting that kind of worker. But also, great employer brands repel the kind of workers that you don't need, because that wastes a lot of time at the hiring level, and on a cost basis too, when you have high turnover and your retention is poor because people thought your organization was one thing, came in and realized that it wasn't, and then leave. So understanding your EVP is crucial to a great employer brand, but it's also crucial because it allows you to go to market with the brand codes and the attributes and the messaging that you need to make sure that your hiring efforts are efficient and successful.